Well, hi there, and welcome to the session. And in this session, we're going to look at how you should approach your trading journey. Now, a lot of people come into trading and they just approach it in completely the wrong way, and the way that they approach it doesn't allow them the time to build the skills that are necessary to really profit from the markets. And this is a lot to do with sort of social media as well, and these sort of like unrealistic expectations that are portrayed, and this image that is created around trading. So in this session, we're going to look at what that sort of image looks like and why it is actually counterproductive for you as a trader who's trying to set out on your journey, and also the approach that you should be taking to make sure that you give yourself the best chance of success when trading. So trading is really, it's a really difficult skill to develop. It doesn't happen overnight, and it's going to take a lot of soul searching. You find out a lot about yourself when you're developing the skills to actually learn to trade. It's not just the technical side of trading either. There's a lot to be done around sort of process and also sort of mindset and emotional issues that you're going to face as you sort of go through your trading journey. So it's not quite just watching a series of videos and then being able to go and trade. Now, there are a lot of people out there who are more concerned about selling you their courses and their products than actually what is best for your long-term education and success in trading the market. So you need to approach your journey responsibly, and that means at first, like any skill that you want to develop, you need an initial focus on education. Okay, if you begin your trading journey with unrealistic expectations, what actually ends up happening is you block yourself from achieving your goals even before you give yourself the chance to arm yourself with the skills that you need to achieve them. So if you have unrealistic expectations about what you can achieve from trading in the short term, when you don't achieve those trading, that success in trading, you actually feel like a failure and you give up, and you try and take on the markets without the skills necessary, and you lose money, and therefore you lose the capital that you have to trade before you've even developed the skills to achieve them. So we need to focus on education and developing the skills that we need to take on the markets first. So you have to take it seriously, and you have to respect the markets as well. You know, you're going up against a series of professionals, people who have spent their whole careers developing their skills and honing their skills to be able to profit in the markets. And that's not to sit there and scare you away from this, but it's just to sort of set the realistic expectation that these are the people that we need to be up against. So we need to arm ourselves with the correct skills to be able to enter that place and show it the respect that it deserves. So I hope this session provides a bit of a reality check in comparison to some of the stuff that's out there maybe on social media and stuff, but also can just give some inspiration as to what can be achieved if you take the right approach to trading. So at the moment, we live in a society of instant gratification. More and more so, this is happening as we progress as a society. So anything we want, we can get pretty much straight away at the click of a button. You know, you can download your favorite movie, you can download music, you can order your favorite food, and it'll be delivered straight to your door. Like most of the things that we get these days, there isn't much delayed gratification out there. A lot of the stuff that we can get now, we get it instantly. So, and unfortunately, when you're developing a skill, there has to be delayed gratification, because we can't just say we want to be something and all of a sudden have the skills to do it. That doesn't happen. That is still something that we need to develop as individuals. So we need to understand that we have to go in. We have to expect and experience delayed gratification rather than this instant gratification which society teaches us and allows us to have these days. So a lot of social media influencers will play to this desire. They sell you a dream. They sell you their courses. They sell you their products by promoting this lavish lifestyle and making it all sound very easy, when the truth is, to become a consistently profitable trader, it takes hard work, time and dedication, because as I say, you need to develop those skills to be able to take on the markets. Now, it's a profession that requires to build the skills necessary to follow the right processes to be able to consistently make money from the markets. And when you actually think about it, there aren't any professions in the world that allow you to walk in on day one at the very top and expect to walk with the people that are highly trained, experienced professionals in their field. So why would trading be very different? I always use, it's quite an extreme example or quite an extreme analogy, but sort of just to illustrate the point I'm trying to make here. You know, if you decided that you wanted to be a heart surgeon, you wouldn't just walk into theatre and start operating on people. Like, that would be completely irresponsible. You would cause irreparable damage, and it's not realistic to expect that to happen. But people seem to think that they can come into trading the markets and do exactly that. Go straight into the critical point of the job and start trading real money and making money. So, you know, if you wanted to become a heart surgeon, you know, you have to go to school, you have to go to medical school, you have to go through a whole host of education and courses and experience and stuff. And then you start working on sort of simulators, and then you would like follow and shadow surgeons and stuff. And then you would be assessed yourself, and only once you've really developed the skills and proven that you've got the skills would you then even be allowed to perform surgery. So that comes much later down the line, and trading really needs to be approached in the same mindset. So let's talk about these misguided realities that we've already touched on, and this is where like these social media influencers fuel people's fear and greed. They promote really large returns, either in terms of percentage returns or monetary values. Like, you know, I've lost count of the number of influencers and stuff on social media professing that their clients are earning £5,000-10,000 a day, and they give this misconception that these people are making those returns pretty much with very little work and straight away, and it's just really easy to make those returns. And you could be doing that, like, you know, all you need to do is buy this course and you can be doing that and achieving the same things. And what it does is it creates an image of it being easy to make thousands of pounds a day, because, you know, nobody really advertises when they actually lose money, but they are very quick to promote these people making money. But the reality is very different. And now, what happens here is you've been sold this dream. You've got this image in your head of it's being easy to make a lot of money a day, because, you know, you've seen other people doing it. And when you actually start your journey and it doesn't happen that easily, you actually personally feel like a failure, because you have not achieved what it seems like a lot of people are doing easily. So you actually give up because you're like, well, I can't do this. It seems like it's easy to do, but I just can't do it. So therefore, people give up. Now, the reality is the people that are making those substantial returns, if they're true returns, are either being made through irresponsible trading, which means it's not going to be sustainable. And if you go and speak to that person 3-6 months later, they probably won't even be trading anymore because they would have blown up their accounts. Or the people that are making those sizable returns have taken years to get to the position where they are able to make those returns, because they have the account sizes large enough to trade responsibly and still make good money. So, and they've also taken the years to develop the skills, and they don't promote this side of things. You know, it's everyone wants to be the person at the end, but they don't necessarily want to go through the work which created that person. So the fact of the matter is, you are in the learning phase of building a new skill set, a skill set that is going to make you a profitable trader or a successful trader, but it is going to take time, and it is unrealistic to expect to achieve the same results in a very short space of time. So we need to focus on the process of trading first. You need to approach trading as an investment in yourself, and an investment to provide you with the lifestyle you deserve. And as I say, this isn't going to happen overnight. It's an investment which takes time to come to fruition. We're going to need to experience that delayed gratification that we spoke about. Now, too many traders, they pay lots of money for expensive courses, and their first focus is to recoup the price of the course instantly, even though they have maybe a relatively small amount of capital to fund their trading accounts. And if we think about it, it's like, you know, if you go onto a university course, you have your tuition fees, but you don't automatically recoup your tuition fees. You have to get into work, and then you have to pay your tuition fees back off over a period of time. And this really is no different. Again, it's that mindset that we need to create whereby, okay, We've paid for our education. We need to educate ourselves to arm ourselves with the right tools to then be able to pay ourselves back. And then, because what happens otherwise is people fund an account straight away. They chase these unrealistic returns, which leads them to make mistakes because they don't have the necessary skills to be able to profit. So they're going to make mistakes. They lose their trading capital. They become emotional. And it's like this cycle, this wheel that actually just self-fulfilling thing, which actually ends up meaning that they lose their trading capital and they stop being a trader even before they've allowed themselves the opportunity to be able to build the skills they would have required to achieve their goals. And again, just going back to that sort of heart surgeon analogy, if you want to become a barrister, it will take years of hard work. An elite athlete, the same. It's, you know, the list is endless. You cannot be. All professions need to take time and take a series of educational steps to build the skill sets to be able to become good at in that profession. So my advice is to take time to build the skills that you need. Focus on the process of trading first. Only once you have mastered this should you then commit your capital to the market. Otherwise, you are just gambling. I can assure you from my years of experience in trading the markets, you know, if you want to gamble, you'll be better off going to a casino, because a casino is much more forgiving than the financial markets could be. So please take this on board and really focus on the process of trading first and educating yourself. So that wraps up this session, and like I say, I hope it just illustrates a little bit about the mindset that is needed when you're approaching trading. Just sort of dispel some of the images that are portrayed around trading on social media. It's great that you have taken the steps to take this course, which means that you are focused on educating yourself properly. And I just hope that, you know, we can put those unrealistic expectations aside and really focus on what matters, which is developing the skills. And only once we have developed the skills do we then progress to actually committing money to the markets. Because if we don't develop the skills first, as I said, you're just going to lose money, which is not what we're here for, and you will end up stopping yourself from achieving your goals even before you have had a chance to really put them into practice.